I'm Steve G. Jones, clinical hypnotherapist, and welcome to Ask Steve. This is your forum. This is your opportunity to ask me questions about astral projection and related topics, and to get some answers and some feedback and some insight, with my experience included, about how to overcome the challenges that you're facing. Sometimes people just have questions. They just want to know what's going on. Sometimes people have challenges. Sometimes people have concerns about astral projection, or they're afraid of it, or they're entering a part of it that they don't know about yet. So anything is fine. Any questions are fine. They're all welcome, and I'm going to answer them right here. So let's go ahead. I've got 7 questions here. Let's go ahead and take care of these. Question number 1. Is it necessary to be lying on one's back as opposed to lying on one side? I find it difficult to lie in one position, especially on my back for a long time. The answer is that it doesn't matter. You can lie on your side if you want. You can lie on your stomach if you want. You can be sitting in a chair. When you get into advanced astral projection, you can actually astral project as you're walking. So realize that it's not necessary for you to be in any certain position. Also keep in mind that the goal of my program is to teach you conscious astral projection. So whereas when you're sleeping, you may toss and turn and so forth like I do and still be astral projecting, when you're consciously astral projecting, you have a little bit more control over your physical body. You're a little bit more aware of it. Now, I always encourage people to let go of their concern about their physical body and just go on their way. But when you are consciously astral projecting, you can position your body any way you want it, and then you can leave your body. Your astral body can separate from your physical body, and usually your physical body will stay where you left it. Question number 2. How does one know whether one's kundalini is raised or not? Great question. And I would take a guess here. I'm going to reach out here and guess that you have not raised your kundalini yet, because when you raise your kundalini, there's really no question. Have you ever had, 10 cups of coffee in a day and you're a little wired? That's what kundalini does to you. Kundalini energy is even beyond that. It's beyond any drug or any excitement you've ever felt. It's beyond any of that. And it's at a very deep level, too. It's at a spiritual level. So it's not just a body high or a feeling good kind of high. It's something from the ground up, from the very essence of you, the very core of you, reaching outward. And you're going to know, believe me, you're going to know when you raise the kundalini. So based on the question, which was, how does one know whether one's kundalini is raised or not, I would say that this person has not yet accomplished raising the kundalini. Question 3. How to enter the astral from a lucid dream. So they want to know, how do you enter the astral world from a lucid dream? Okay, great question. Lucid dreams happen when we wake up in a dream. Sound interesting? Sound odd, or perhaps a little confusing? A little difficult to wrap your mind around that one sometimes. The concept of lucid dreaming is very interesting. If you haven't seen it, you've got to watch this movie, Waking Life. Waking Life. What a great movie. I think Ethan Hawke is in it. That Waking Life is about lucid dreaming. And beyond being just a movie that's interesting and fun and so forth, it gives a step-by-step instruction manual, essentially, in the movie. Through the course of the movie, you get this information about how to do lucid dreaming and what it is and what it isn't. One of the things they talk about in the movie, for example, is if you think you're lucid dreaming, in other words, if you think you're awake, but you're awake within a dream, you're not in your waking life, as the title of the movie is, Waking Life, then try to turn a light switch on or off. If you're unable to, if your hand has no effect on the light switch and the lights stay either on or off, and you flipping the light switch doesn't do anything, you are in a lucid dream. And I agree with that. That's a great test for figuring out whether or not you're in a lucid dream. But back to the question. Okay, well, realize that the dream world and the astral world are two different places. The dream world happens within your imagination, within your mind. That's something that you've entered, and it's all of your thoughts. It's like you're in a movie that you've created. It is not the astral world. A lucid dream is not the astral world. Understand that there is a difference. The astral world is something that actually exists. It has structures in what I call the fourth dimension. So it has actual objects in it, buildings and so forth. It has spirits flying around and sleepwalking and so forth in it, because a lot of people astral project without realizing it. So you've got a lot of people sleepwalking in their astral bodies. And you've got all this going on, and it's real. It's real, and it's in the fourth dimension at a higher vibratory rate. Then you've got people's thoughts. And you can close your eyes right now, and you can think about anything you want. You can imagine yourself flying like Superman and so forth. But that's an imagination. That's a concept you came up with in your mind. You've created a picture in your mind. That's different from the reality of the astral world. Now, bridging that gap can be interesting because you may bring some artifacts with you. If you're dreaming, you're going to have these projections that are just in your mind, these thoughts that are just in your mind. Dreaming is kind of like closing your eyes and thinking about things, except your eyes, at least in your dream, are not closed. You perceive it as some sort of reality, and your body can react physiologically as if it's reality. That's why your body, when you're dreaming, goes into catalepsy. If it's working properly, it becomes rigid so that you don't act out your dreams. Now, some people, their bodies bypass this, and they do act out their dreams, and they start walking around, running around, and so forth. That does happen. But most people are programmed to just be still, so they don't try to jump around and run and so forth, and the things that are happening in their dreams. So when you're in a lucid dream, you're in a dream. You're in an imaginary situation. Your mind is making things up. You can go into the astral world from there. You can do that. However, it becomes a little tricky because let's put yourself in that situation. Let's say you're in the lucid dream. Okay, you wake up within a dream. In other words, you think you woke up, but you didn't. You're still in the dream. So there you are in a lucid dream. You just woke up, or you thought you woke up, but you're still dreaming. You're not awake. Do the test. Do the test from the movie, Waking Life. See if the light switch will go on or off. If it doesn't, if you're unable to have an effect on the light by touching the switch, you know you're in a lucid dream. That's a good enough test. So now the challenge is to get into the astral world. So astral projecting at that point will be very easy. All you have to do is focus on entering the astral world. Just think about a place that you want to go. The easiest way to do it is just think of a place in the three-dimensional world where you want to go. Let's say you're in New York and you want to go to Paris. Just think about Paris. Your astral body can immediately transport to Paris. It can move to Paris. Now, your challenge is that you're still in a dream. So you're going to have, in addition to the astral things you're going to see, the structures in the astral world, and you'll still be able to see three-dimensional structures, you're also going to see the things from your dream world. But realize that bridging that gap, getting from your lucid dream, where you wake up and you realize, oh, okay, I'm actually dreaming, did the light test. Okay, got it. I'm in a dream, but I'm aware. That's lucid dreaming. Bridging the gap from that to astral projection is just a matter of thinking of a location. Think of a location far from where you are on the planet Earth and go there. Then you have passed the test for astral projection. Once you relocate there, you can be relatively sure that you're astral projecting. It is possible that you're still dreaming that, but since astral projection is so easy subconsciously, you probably located there or relocated there. So you're now probably astral projecting, but you're going to have the artifacts of the lucid dream. So there you have the answer to your question.